Hi, Rob Saik here, and this video is directed to farmers who are interested in a brand new pioneering adventure to look at the farming opportunity in Uganda. I've been here a few times now and am so impressed with the opportunities in Uganda that I've actually invested some money here in Uganda, and I'm looking at more and more opportunities. This is all because of a friendship that we've developed with Randy Sohnchen and his wife Judy, who are actually pioneering here. And here's Randy. And Randy and Judy been here for a long time. Randy, how long have you been in Uganda, you guys?
We came to Uganda late October 2012.
So 2012. And you first of all came here with what?
We were invited here by an organization called Watoto that cares for 3,000 children on a daily basis, helping them raise support as well as looking after their sustainability projects, some agricultural projects.
So what happened was in 2014, I came with a friend of mine, two of us, Lori and I came down with Peter and Kathy Lacey, and we were lucky enough to join Judy and Randy and visit Watoto Church. And then they took me on an adventure. We went north of Kampala up to a place called Gulu and to a place called Amura. And in all my years in agriculture, the hairs only stood up twice on my arms when I saw farmland. Once was in Ukraine, and the second time was in Amura, which is kind of west of Gulu. And I dug down, had a look at the soil profile, 18 inches of Chernozemic soil. We had to drive through about 6 to 9 feet of grass. And since that point in time, Randy, you've founded something called, you've left Watoto Church and you founded something called OMER Farms. So let's talk a little bit about OMER Farms. What is it?
Yeah, so we had a vision to impact community, be catalytic in terms of bringing transformation to community and to culture, and landed on agriculture as being the best way to do that. This is an agrarian nation, so ideology, opportunity, competency, capital began to come together in 2014, formed a corporation, and arranged a number of shareholders worldwide, and began to farm January 2015.
So how's it been so far? I mean, it's been a whirlwind.
Yeah, it's been that. It's been a whirlwind. We started with nothing, no water, no accommodation, January 20th, and right now we're harvesting just over 4,000 acres of crop, and we intend on planting 4,500 acres starting March. This is a two-season cropping area of the world, so we get 2 full seasons with adequate rainfall. So it's been flat out for the last couple of years.
I can tell you that I visited the farm, and where there was nothing in 2014, today there is a full farmyard. And through the course of this video, you'll see pictures of the farmyard. There's a machine shop, there's fuel systems, there's a great grain handling system, there's a large shed, there's a house where Randy and Judy live, gardens, and it's just amazing. So we are growing 2 crops a year. Talk a little bit about the potential that you see out there, Randy, in terms of farming potential, because it looks massive.
Well, in the district that we're at, as Rob said, Amuru district, we would be the only large-scale farming operation there. And when I mean large-scale, there's nobody beyond 300 to 400 acres, and there might only be 2 of those. So we've got our land, 5,000 plus or minus acres, but we could have a contiguous farm, if we wanted to, of 30 to 40,000 acres, and probably there's 500,000 acres within 60-kilometer radius of where we're at. So it's almost unlimited in terms of its potential. I would submit that in Uganda, and specifically where we're at, may well be one of the last great pioneering opportunities in agriculture in the world.
Yeah, I would concur. I mean, the reality is I just spent some time again in Amura. I was driving with another family. You can secure land up to 49-year leases, and you come in and really knock down some small trees here and some trees here and there, and really open it up. And again, I'll show you guys pictures of all that. And then really, Randy and Judy have really done the hard work. I mean, they've done this once, and so the ability for us to do it again and again is there. And if you're a young person, a farmer, and a family that wants to go out and strike out, this is an amazing opportunity. I don't think it exists anywhere else in the world. But let's talk a little bit about Uganda for a second, Randy. Family, husband, wife, kids moving to Uganda. What's Uganda like?
Yeah, I mean, Uganda is certainly a very different culture from Canada. You know, you're away from your family, you're away from your friends, you're away from your safe environment, you're away from a lot of things. However, living in Uganda is not a hardship. All the amenities that you can enjoy in the developed world, in Canada or the US, we can enjoy here. I think I mentioned to Rob yesterday that we tell people, like, don't feel sorry for us, because it's a really good life here. In terms of the climate, you can't beat it. It's 27 to 30 every day of the year. Even in our rainy seasons, it'll rain for an hour, hour and a half, and then the sun comes out. It's a wonderful place to live. In terms of children, you know, obviously Judy and I are grandparents. We have 4 children and 6 grandchildren, and they're all in Canada. So we don't have that. We've never experienced moving our children to a cross-cultural setting. However, again, here, there's all kinds of schooling opportunities, whether it's online. We've got great schools in Uganda. But in terms of the future, if a young family were to come to Uganda, you have the potential to not only make a significant amount of money. I've said to Rob in the last couple of days that within 10 years, a young farmer, 35, 36, 32, married with children, could come to Uganda. Within 10 years, they could retire. They could do anything that they want with the rest of their life.
Yeah.
But beyond the financial opportunity, you actually have a large opportunity to change people's lives here, to raise their economic income status, to raise their educational opportunities, to raise their social environment, to improve their agricultural ability. You have the ability to change
the world.
nation here.
Yeah. You really do. I mean, the amount of employment that's going on at OMER farms, I mean, everything comes in bags. I mean, the fertilizer comes in bags. We blend it by hand right now. And then the fertilizer goes to the field by bags, and the grain all goes. So you're employing all these people and really transforming. In the last 2 years since I was last here to today, it's just been amazing how the shops have been growing, and the construction of new houses or in the villages has just changed people's lives. It really has. So Randy, it's January 20th, and we're here on the edge of Lake Victoria. It's just absolutely beautiful. What would somebody do who's interested in exploring this opportunity? The idea here, folks, is that we think that there would be an appetite for capital to back young farmers who wanted to come to Uganda and set up operations here. How would that work, Randy?
Yeah, again, the opportunity could be many. Like as Rob's indicated, we've got a farm. It's proof of concept in the developing stages. We could see a farm added every year, every 2 years in different parts of the northern part of Uganda, with the overarching goal of transforming culture and community. Obviously, the farm's got to be a success. We trust that our brand is going to be one of the recognized brands in the next couple of years in terms of successful farming. But if a person's interested, the first thing to do would be to express interest. Then we would invite you to just come and see. We said that to many people in the last 3 or 4 years. If you're interested in Uganda, just come and see. Yeah, there's a cost to that. 2 people coming is going to cost you $4,000 to $5,000 in airfare, but you would come and you would stay with us. You would stay in our home. We would introduce you to the culture, to the climate, to the farm, to people that we would know. And then you would have enough information to begin to think about it seriously. And I would say then come again.
Yeah.
And make sure that this would be the right thing for you to do.
Talk a little bit about the heart that's got to happen here, because this really is a business opportunity, but it's also something that has to align with their value system. It's not a small matter.
No, it's a very significant matter. I mean, obviously we need some of the things that just have to happen that are axiomatic is 1, we have to have competency. 2, we have to have desire. 3, we have to have commitment. But beyond all of those things that must be there, husband and wife have to be aligned. Children have to be able to fit in. But underlying all of that is we're looking for people of character, people of integrity, people that can actually demonstrate through their life the kind of character qualities that we would like to see being transformative in other people's lives. So whilst there's a tremendous financial opportunity and maybe unequivocal in the world for young farmers, there has to be a deep commitment to the people, a love for the people, a heart for the nation, a character development that's really sound.
Yeah, in closing, I've been in several meetings with the ministry. I've met with people who know the Attorney General of Uganda, just traveling in places like Nigeria, Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania, Kazakhstan. I've had a lot of experience internationally, and it seems to me, anyways, I put my money here to back what I'm about to say, is that Uganda does appear to be a stable country and one that should have significant opportunity. I don't know of anywhere else in the world where I could point you where a young farming family could make the kind of impact and the kind of wealth actually that you could make over the next number of years. So if you're interested, reach out to the information on the bottom of the screen here, the email for Randy, and we'll set you up, and you'll have an experience of a lifetime, and it may actually change your lifetime.